Okay, so before we come down and get started with our mat work, we need to make sure that we're nicely warmed up. So I'm going to take you through a basic warm-up, but first of all we're going to do our setup, so I'll do a quick recap on that as well. So we're going to have the feet together to start with, and then we're going to fan the heels out, and then the toes. So the feet are hip width apart now. So we're going to stand up nice and tall, shoulders are nice and relaxed. Feel like you're lengthening up through the spine. Now imagine you've got a thread coming out the top of your head. It's lengthening you up to the ceiling even further. Now let's practice the breathing. So we'll place our hands on the bottom of the ribs. Now take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And again, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. So as you take that deep breath in, you can feel the rib cage expanding under the hands. And as you breathe out, you can feel it closing back down again. So just remembering that when you come down onto the floor to do your exercises, this is the breathing we're doing. We're always breathing into the ribs rather than into the stomach. So breath in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Okay, we'll rest the arms down. Let's find our neutral spine position. So the ideal alignment for the spine to be in. One hand goes on the tummy, one in the lower back. We've got the knees a little soft, and then we're just going to tilt the pelvis backwards and forwards a little bit, just gently arching and flattening the back. Remember, don't force the movement, just move as far as you can. And then we're going to find that midpoint. So you're going to finish with that slight curve in the lower part of the back. So not too arched, not too flat, just somewhere in the middle. Now we can rest the arms down. We're going to put on our imaginary belt then this time. We're going to practice drawing in the abdominals, engaging those core muscles. We'll do it with the hands on the tummy so that you can feel what's going on. We're going to take a breath in to prepare. And as you breathe out, let's put that belt onto the 10th notch. So put it as tight as you can and really draw in those abdominals as much as you possibly can as you do that. Hold on to that for a second. Check you're still breathing into the ribs. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. And then as you relax and release and take that belt off, you should feel those abdominals relaxing under your hands. So we'll do it again. Take another breath in. This time as you breathe out, put the belt onto the 5th notch. So we're still engaging those abdominals, just not quite as much this time. Relax and release. Feel the abdominals relaxing again. We'll do it one more time. Take a breath in, and this time when you breathe out, put the belt onto the 3rd notch. So we're just drawing in the abdominals a little this time. We want to keep the belt on the 3rd notch now as we do our warm-up. So we can rest the arms down and we're ready to start. We'll start with some shoulder rolls. So here we go. Let's roll them round. Nice big circles. Sending those shoulders all the way up to the ears. And then we can change direction. Feel the other way. And just one more time. And then relax the shoulders there. Now take a breath in to prepare. And when you breathe out, let's float the arms up to shoulder height. And then float them back down again. And again, breathing out. Float the arms up. And float them back down. Breathing out and breathing in. So as you're floating the arms up and down, it just gives you a chance to focus on the breathing. So just check and make sure you're still breathing into the ribs. So the shoulder should be nice and relaxed as well. And the arms should feel nice and light as you float them up and down. Just one more time. Floating up and back down. Okay, let's bring the hands onto the hips. We're going to do some knee bends. So we're going to take a breath in to prepare, and then as you breathe out, we're going to go down into the knees and stand up nice and tall. So we breathe out and breathe in. Now, we don't want to go too far down into the knees. We want to keep the feet nice and flat on the mat, so a little knee bend is fine. Now, what I want you to do now is just have a glance down and just check and make sure that the knees are going directly over your toes. Okay, because we want to have the feet, knees and hips in a nice straight line. We want them nicely aligned. Okay, so knees always go over the toes. Now we can do a few more of these. We'll add in the arm floats that we've just done. So here we go. Let's float the arms up and back down. And again, float them up and back down. Breathing out and breathing in. Breathing out and breathing in. We'll just do one more. And then we'll stand up nice and tall. Now, keep the knees a little soft. We're going to do a little bit of lateral flexion. So we're going to slide the left hand down the left leg. Take a breath in to prepare. And as you breathe out, let's slide that left hand down the leg as far as it wants to go. And then stand up nice and tall. Then we go the other way. Slide the other hand down. And then stand up nice and tall. Off we go again. Breathing out. And breathing in. Breathing out. And breathing in. Now, as we're doing this, we want to make sure that we're nicely supported around our center. So we need to make sure that that belt is still on the third notch. So as you come back to upright now, just check, make sure the belt's on, and then off we go again. Just one more, going the other way. We'll come back to upright again. Okay, let's do a little bit of spinal rotation this time. So we're going to bring the hands round in front. Hands are together. We're going to keep looking at the thumbs as we do this one. Now, to get some nice rotation through the spine, we only want to work from the waist up. So everything from the waist down stays nice and still. So these hip bones at the front there, you've got to imagine car headlights on those hips. You want to keep those lights shining straight forwards. Don't let them move at all on this one. Okay, so hands are together. Take a breath in to prepare. And when you breathe out, let's rotate around just a little bit. And then come back to center. And then we go the other way. Rotate around. And then come back to center. So we'll breathe out. And breathe in. Breathing out and breathing in. So as you go around, keep looking at the thumbs so that your head turns as well. Now, just be aware of what's going on below the waist. Make sure that those car headlights are still pointing straight ahead. Don't let them move. Here we go. Last one. Wonderful. Let's lower the arms down. Let's go back to our knee bends with the floating arms. So take a breath in to prepare. And as you breathe out, go down to the knees. Float the arms. Stand up nice and tall. And again. So again, just a little bend into the knees is fine. Just being aware of the leg position, making sure the knees are still going over the toes. One more time, and then we'll come down to the feet this time. So we're going to work the feet and ankles this time. We're going to do some foot pedals. So nice and slowly, just push up onto the ball of that left foot, and then place it back down. And then push up onto the other foot, and place it back down. And again, up onto the left foot, and place it back down. So you're pushing up onto the ball of the foot as high as you can. Now, what we want to do on this one is keep the pelvis as still as possible. So you should still have that belt on, okay? So that's going to keep the pelvis nice and still. Also, think about the pressure through the feet. So you always want pressure through both feet, even as you peel that foot up off the mat. Okay, keep pressure into both feet, and then that's something else that can help to keep the pelvis nice and stable. Better go a little bit quicker, I think. So this time, as one heel goes down, the other one comes up. So go a little bit quicker. So it's like an up and down action now. And if we swing the arms as well, that feels quite natural. It feels like you're walking down the street, opposite arm to leg. So we're standing up nice and tall as we do it, looking straight ahead. And then we'll rest the arms and rest the legs. Now, let's just focus on the shoulders a little bit now. So, shrug the shoulders up to the ears and then relax them down. And again, shrug the shoulders up and relax them down. And again, take them up and down. One more time, we shrug them up, we relax them down, and we just want to draw them down a little bit. Don't really force the shoulders down, just draw them down a little bit. Just think about the shoulder blades. Feel like you're drawing the shoulder blades down the back a little bit. So I want you to keep them down now. Take your right hand and put it on the opposite shoulder. Take a breath in to prepare, and when you breathe out, float that arm up to shoulder height, and then float it back down. And again, breathing out, float the arm up, and float it back down. And again, breathing out, and breathing in. So I've just got the hand on the shoulder there. It's just reminding me to keep the shoulder down, keep the shoulder blade down as we do this exercise. And then we'll swap and do it on the other side. Same again, breath in to prepare, and as you breathe out, float the arm up and back down. Nice and slowly, nice and controlled with the arm movement, still keeping that shoulder down nicely. Breathing out and breathing in. One last time. And then we can rest both arms down. Let's go back to those fast foot pedals that we did a minute ago. So off with the feet again. Get those feet working. We'll get the arms swinging. Still standing up nice and tall. Still looking straight ahead. Okay, let's rest the arms. Rest the feet. So that's the end of our warm-up. So now we're ready to come down onto the mat and do some exercises.